Yo, what's good everyone? Welcome back to ACS Sneakers. My name is Aiden. On today's video, we are taking a look at 10 fire sneakers, all slated to release in the month of November. Before we get into that, I want to say a huge thank you to my returning viewers. Thank you as always for supporting me and the channel. And to any new viewers, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, hitting that bell notification. We do release brand new content each and every week. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into the intro. Quick disclaimer guys, before we do go any further with this video, all this information does come courtesy of the Source Supplier website. I will leave a link in my description area below if you do want to check out the Source Supplier as well as any of these releases in any more detail. Now quite often with sneaker releases, they can be delayed or pushed back or even brought forward as shock drops. So what I would say is do take this information with a pinch of salt, but the date and the information is correct as of today's date, which is the 25th of October. Now, I also want to mention that there will be no reference to Jordan releases throughout the month of November. The reason for that is we previously took a look at 10 Jordans releasing between now and the end of the year. I will leave a link above if you do want to go ahead and check out that video. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into the rest of the video. And kicking us off today, we are taking a look at the Supreme TN collaboration in the plus white colourway, slated to release on November 5th for a retail price of £140. This is the third installment in the Supreme TN collaboration, following on from the plus red and plus green colourways that released earlier on in October. Now both of these releases did release via the Sneakers app as well as the Supreme website, and I do see the plus white releasing in the exact same way. As far as resale value goes, I do see it doing very well. It is a very desirable colourway, but for me, given the time of year, it's not a shoe that I can actually see myself wearing. So in that respect, it's a not from me. However, if I can get the shoe for a review, I absolutely be doing everything possible. But other than that, it's not something that I'm personally going for. And next up on our list, we are taking a look at the Sacai Nike Vapor Waffle, releasing in 4 different colourways, including the Sail Sport Fuchsia, the Tour Yellow Stadium Green, the Villain Red Neptune Green, and the Black and White colourway, all slated to release on the 6th of November for a retail price of £150. Now, there's been an incredible amount of hype surrounding this release. Unfortunately, it had been delayed previously, and I think that's only added to the hype surrounding this release. As far as the StockX numbers are concerned, the Sail Sport Fuchsia is already over £1,000 in terms of resale value. Of course, that's going to come down when the shoe does actually release and people start to get their pairs in hand. However, I can see it doing incredibly well. For me, this is almost like Marmite, and I'm not quite sure whether I like it or hate it, and I think it's one of those shoes that I need to get in hand before making any assessment. So for me, it's absolutely a must cop, just on the resale value alone, but hopefully when I do get it in hand, I will be able to bring you guys the review. And next up on our list, we are taking a look at the Nike Air Max 97 in the black metallic gold colourway, releasing on the 6th of November for a retail price of £140. Also releasing that same day, we have the Nike Air Max 2090 in the black metallic gold colourway and the Air Force 1 in the white metallic gold colourway, releasing for retail prices of £140 and £95 respectively. Now for me personally, I haven't been able to find anything online that states that they are part of any pack, but since they're all very similar with colour tones, I wanted to tie them all in together. Now, I do think they will be readily available at your local retailer. I really can't see resale being high on any of the 3 sneakers, but if you are looking for your autumn or winter sneaker, then any of these 3 would be a perfect addition to your collection. For me, I have plenty of shoes that I'm looking to wear throughout autumn and winter, so it's going to be a not from me, but if I didn't have those shoes, I definitely would be looking to pick up the Air Max 97. It's just one of those shoes that you can beat up and it still looks incredible, so definitely one to look out for. And next up on our list, we are taking a look at the Nike Dunk Low SP in the Veneer colourway, slated to release on November 10th for a retail price of £85. As of today's date, I've heard absolutely nobody talking about this release, so I'm really unsure as to how well it's going to do for resale value. I have started to notice somewhat of a downward trend with certain Dunk releases. That's not to say that the Dunk hype is dead, but they're definitely not going for as much as they were in the very early stages. Now for me, I really do like this colourway. It's definitely something I can see myself wearing, and it's definitely something I'm going for personal as well as to bring you guys the review. So in that respect, for me, this is absolutely going to be a must cop. And next up on our list, we are taking a look at the Nike Dunk High in the white pure platinum colourway, slated to release on November 13th for a retail price of £95. Now for me, this is identical with the Slam Jam Nike Dunk High that we saw earlier on this year. I'm really struggling to see what the differences are between the two colourways, and I do expect that it is going to be a highly sought after shoe just on the back of the fact that it is very similar to the Slam Jam release. Now, I do expect resale to be incredibly high with this release, even given the time of year. For me, once again, because we are heading into winter, I'm not looking to wear this shoe personally, but I will definitely be going after this shoe for resale, as well as also being able to bring you guys the review. So for me, it is a must cop, but only on the fact that it is a decent resale value. If you guys haven't already, please go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so you never miss a video. Let's get back into it. And next up on our list, we are taking a look at the Nike Dunk Low Disrupt in the black, white gum colourway, slated to release on the 13th of November for a retail price of £95. Now, when the Disrupt initially released, it was released in women's sizing only and only went up to a UK men's size 8 as far as I remember, but I could be completely wrong to be honest. Now, the resale value surrounding the initial Disrupt releases was quite high to begin with, but started to fall quite quickly, and I think that has a lot to do with the limited sizing. I do expect if this is a women's size run only, it's going to be in a very similar vein. However, with the colourway, it's a lot nicer than the early Disrupt colourways that we saw. So I do think it'll be a little bit better in terms of resale value. And I can see the hype surrounding the release being a little bit higher than those initial colourways. So for me, it is going to be a must cop because I really want to bring you guys a review on the Disrupt. But other than that, it's not a shoe that I could personally see myself wearing. And next up on our list, we are taking a look at the Anderson .Paak Vans collaboration in the Malibu colourway, slated to release for a retail price of £65 on the 13th of November. Now, to be honest, I'm not a really big fan of Vans, but this colourway definitely caught my eye, and it's definitely something I'm looking to add into my rotation. It looks like a shoe that you can dress up or dress down, depending on the occasion, and I'm definitely looking for that kind of shoe for the added versatility. I'm really unsure as to how well it's going to do for resale value. I didn't really take too much time to look into how well Vans have done previously, but with it being a Vans collaboration, I don't see it being exceptionally high, but I could be completely wrong. But for me, this is definitely a shoe that I want in the personal collection, so for me, this is absolutely a must cop. And next up on our list, we are taking a look at another collaboration, this time between Jonah Hill and Adidas with the Samba Red and Samba Green colourway, slated to release on the 14th of November for a retail price of £100. Now, this is the second collaboration between Jonah Hill and Adidas, following on from the Superstar release that released earlier this year. To be honest, I've never really been the biggest fan on the Samba lineup, however, it's definitely a sneaker that I can highly appreciate, and the Samba Red colourway is definitely something I can see myself wearing, so to be honest, I actually want to try out the Samba Red, so I'm going to say that this is a must cop for me, and I'm definitely wanting to bring you guys the review. I'm not actually sure as to how well it's going to do for resale value. We're by no means a resell or reseller channel, so all the information is just my opinion only. So if you are looking for a bit more detailed information, I would recommend checking out, what the price is on StockX and GOAT prior to release. That should hopefully give you a bit of an indication as to how it's going to fare after its release. And next up on our list, we are taking a look at the Nike Dunk Low SB in the ceramic colourway, slated to release on November 19th for a retail price of £85. To be honest, I'm unsure why they haven't released it for Halloween, given the colourway. I think the hype would have been so much more intense. I just think they've missed a trick not releasing it on Halloween. But with that said, I'm a huge fan of the colourway. It's something I definitely want to add into the collection, and it's something I can really see myself wearing quite regularly. I think resale value is going to be really high, a lot higher than some of the other dunks that we've taken a look at so far in this video. So for me, this is absolutely going to be a must cop. And last but by no means least, here we have the Yeezy 380 in the Onyx colourway, slated to release on the 27th of November for a retail price of £180. To be honest, I'm super excited for this release. The 380 gets a lot of stick. Now, I really do like certain parts within the shoe itself, and I think often the colourway is the major downfall of the actual shoe itself. So this particular colourway is exceptionally better in my opinion as far as the preliminary images go. This definitely is a shoe that I want to add into the collection. I've had a 350, I've had a 700, I've had most of the Yeezy releases for personal, but I've never really had a 380 that I've kept in the collection. So this is definitely one I want to see in hand, and hopefully it does hold up. I'm really unsure as to how well resale is going to do. I do expect that it's going to be a lot better than the last few 380 releases. So in my opinion, it is a must cop, but I'd love to know what you guys think as well. So drop me a comment in the comment section below. Are you excited for this release, or is this going to be a pass? Now, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who stuck around to this point in the video. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, hitting that bell notification, and I hope to see you again in the next one. If you guys enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel here. Check out our latest video here. And don't forget to check out our latest playlist right here. It couldn't be easier.